Saptavarna, yes, Saptavarna. Saptavarna. Bark is used for various purposes, Saptavarna bark. It's a very bitter plant. A very bitter plant. And why Saptavarna is near to some of the temples and especially near to some Devi temples and all these? Because this is one of the important plant for nature conservation. When it is flowered, it is profusely the flower will be there. On that time, you can see that plenty of bees will come, plenty of other insects will come. So it is a plant that can protect our environment, and at the same time, they are keeping a good insects. That is very essential for the controlling of the pest in the paddy fields. So most of the paddy fields near you can see this plant. And along with that, on this plant you can see another character feature. Something is tied by the local peoples. You saw now some bags will be. What it is that? So on the palamaram, some bags like old bags will be tied on that. No. Now here also the peoples will be tying. Huh? Yes. Placenta and the umbilical cord of the domestic house. So one day we are doing a survey in Karnataka near to Mugambika Wildlife Sanctuary. So the priest of that temple, they are preparing one fertilizer along with a pesticide, and he is using these placentas for preparing a Kunabajala. Kunabajala, you heard about Kunabajala, a specific type of fertilizers that is mentioned in the Vriksha Ayurveda with the cow dung and all these things. Instead of that conventional yoga, he is adding this also. And he is telling that this is one of the best growth promoter to the plants. That's why they are tying in that areas. Why it is tying means if such a thing will be tied there, then it can promote so much of such type of hormones, plant hormones, ethylene or auxin like that. That we have to study. Now someone will study and then they will come up with a paper, then we will agree these all things are there. So these types of things will be there. So this has having an environmental importance, and another importance is if someone is having an opportunity to visit South Karnataka, especially in Mangalore and Udupi, on the way to the railway station, even the both sides you can see that this plants was plenty of there. But whole bark of that plant is peeled out, and again it is be growing like that. Why means there will be a custom in the Amavasi period, just before the rainy season, they will take that bark, crush it, and add it with a little bit of jaggery and ginger and pepper, and they will giving to all the persons locally. So one house it will be prepared and it will be given to all of them. One day, one dose they have to take. On that day, no non-vegetarian foods. So what it is means, it is a pre-preparatory phase. So that on the rainy season, there will be a susceptibility of malaria and so many fevers in that particular areas. To preventing that and clearing out our the lungs and our intestines, they are using this. Now also this practice was there. So some of the plants is a public health sector. They are using this for the public health sector. So that is also one of the important part of that. Here also in Tamil Nadu, I heard that there will be a custom in taking off castor oil 6 months back or 6 months once or like that, so that our intestines will be cleared, so that there will be no diseases will occur. So such types of public health awareness is also done by our acharyas by using simple medications. So this is one of the drug that we have to keep in mind. Don't cut. Some of them will tell that it is some Puda, Preda, all are residing, not like that. We have to not plant like that. It is not like that. It's not like that. It's for conservation purpose. They created such things. So if it is planting, then it will be very good. It's a very good garden plant also. If you prune it, it will be go like that on the sideways, and it will keep that. So again, this is also an ideal example of, we told that it is a two bitter taste. If a bitter taste is there, then which Mahabhutas are predominant? Agasha and Vayu Mahabhutas. So when a Tejas activity is becoming less, Tejas and Vayu is active very nicely, then what will happen? The plant will drag out the Pratyap Tattvas to the upwards, and without the branches it will go high. So you are seeing a plant which is growing very high without branches, then we can infer that there will be a predominance of Pratyap along with Vayu and Tejas. So there will be a Kashaya rasam or associated with the Kadu Tikta like rasas. We can infer. But what happens means here means up to a height, then what will happen? There will be a branching is taking place. Where there will be Tejas is less active, Tejo Hiyade. On that time, what will happen? The associated near Mahabhuta is Vayu. Vayu will supersede. Vayu will drag out the Pratyop Tattvas to all the direction and the branches, Div Dalam Bhavadi. So this is the happening. So when you are seeing a plant which is having little bit growing and again that it will give rise to branching and again it is growing, like this types of things will be there, then we can infer that there will be an active more principles of these types of Vayu and Tejas, Agashas, all these will be there associated with Pratyanda. So that much of bitterness will be there on this plant and associated with the Kadu Kashayam also. That is why it is having 3 rasas. So such type of a drug which is having a very effective, you can see this drug in Jwaragnam. Specifically, if you look into the Sannibada Jwaras, Tridiyam, Chaturthakam, all like type of Sannibada Jwaras, only Acharya mentioned about this Saptavarna, not in the first stage or second stage like that. So this is one of the very important drug in the Sannibada Jwara, like that is malaria or any other like conditions. And another recently, my teacher Muralidhar Sharma sir is using this in another form. You all know Chandraprabhavadi. So Chandraprabhavadi is a very good drug for urinary problems and body fluid balances. So those who are having some increase of creatine and urea like that, sir give this Chandraprabhavadi with the root bark kashaya. So make the bark kashayam and then triturate this Chandraprabhavadi and it has given. It's very good result on that. So like that, a yogam can be changed into another form with a potent Vyadhi Prathyanika Aushadas. That is also the possibility we have to see. So such type of a big yogam, Yogaraja Gugulu, Chandraprabha, like big yogams, we can add some Vyadhi Prathyanika, potent Agrausadas, so that it can do another dimension of uses also. So these are the beauties of our Ayurvedic prescriptions. We can have an independence to do any type of changes depending upon your availability and all these things. So this is one of the important plant we have to